second arc at Huntington Bank Field. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1. As it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, our 10th anniversary season together. We are underway from Huntington Bank Field. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And let's go ahead and keep this one simple. He had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in NFL history. A true dual-threat quarterback. He can beat you a variety of ways. Took his team to the conference championship last season, trying to take them to the Super Bowl in year 2.
Throwing right away is Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down, Cincinnati.
To throw is Daniels. He finds his man, Pollard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Now Daniels. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
Chris Godwin, 38 yards. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Browns. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6.
Now Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
To throw is Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Prescott. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Brings up second and 2. at the 25-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air goes Daniels. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Throwing. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense. That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Looking to put a drive together. Daniels looking to throw. hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Daniels. Has his man. That's James. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 6, Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Back to throw again. Being chased out left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, here's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tony Pollard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Right side complete. That's Woods. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30.
Play action now. Prescott. They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. That is caught by Laporta. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And
second and 10. He'll look to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Ham. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense and running back Tony Pollard set to go back to work. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. That's complete to the Porter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tony Pollard with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point good by Prater. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Looking to throw. Prescott. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Prescott now. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They need 8 18 yards here on third down. Now Prescott. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He's going to field this at the 4. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
Give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
That's to the tight end, Laporta. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now Daniels. He finds his man, Pollard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 30 big ones. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Hey, that's your man. That's your man. What do you think? What do you think?
Prescott to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Coverage defensively by Trent McDuffie.
Option handoff to Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air goes Daniels. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown. Tony Pollard. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Throw to the right, held in by Addison. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a jet sweep. This is Addison. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. This is Tony Pollard. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And this one too low. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Cleveland offense making their way out. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
At the 14-yard line.
Now Prescott completes this to Addison out left. He's still on his feet. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play there on the catching run. 59 yards.
That's good. 4A.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out of the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, program, if he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he's going to go down here and safe. They push him back to the 34. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Cincinnati, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.